Hello students, welcome back. Let us continue with exercise 8.1 of chapter 8 quadrilaterals. We will take a look at the 10th sum which is on page 146. Now, it has been given that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram and CQ is perpendicular to BD, the diagonal BD, as well as AP is perpendicular to the diagonal BD. We need to prove that triangle APB and triangle CQD are congruent to each other. So, let us mark our triangles over here. I have APB. So, this is my APB and I need to prove that it is congruent to triangle CQD. So, CQD is here. And then you need to prove that AP is equal to CQ. AP is equal to CQ. So, if you notice that once we prove the two triangles congruent, we can easily say that AP is equal to CQ by corresponding pair of congruent triangles. It is a very simple diagram and you can just prove it so easily. Let us see what are the congruent parts quickly. First of all, angle CQB is equal to angle APB because each of them is a right angle. Why? Because AP is perpendicular to BD and CQ is perpendicular at BD, right? Now, if you notice, AB is parallel to CD and BD is the transversal. So, where do you see a Z forming? I see a Z forming like this. So, angle CDQ is equal to, first of all, we will say angle CDB is equal to angle ABD. Why? Because AB is parallel to CD and we have the transversal DB. But we need it for these two triangles, right? DCQ. So, instead of saying angle CDB, I will say angle CDQ because Q lies on the line segment BD. Similarly, when I am taking this angle, I need it only for this triangle. So, I am going to say ABP instead of ABD. So, we got two angles equal to each other in these two triangles. So, at least we need one side because the third parameter, as we learned, that at least we should have one side to prove the congruency of triangles, that is equal sides. So, now if you notice, I have AB is equal to CD. Why? Because they are the opposite sides of the parallelogram and we know that opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. So, let us quickly go ahead and prove this. In fact, once you prove the triangles congruent, you can say that AP is equal to CQ as mentioned earlier. So, let us go about writing the proof. Let us first prove that angle CDQ is equal to angle ABP. Okay. So, I will say AB is parallel to CD, opposite sides of parallelogram. And BD is the transversal. Therefore, I have angle CDB is equal to angle ABD. But what do we have? P and Q on the line segment DB. Therefore, I can say that angle CDQ is equal to angle ABP. Let us mark this as 1. Now, let us take the two triangles that we need to prove congruent. So, I will say in triangle APB and triangle CQD, I am going to say angle CDQ is equal to angle AB. We will write it vice versa because we have ABP and CQD. So, their angles will come correspondingly below each other, right. So, I will say angle ABP is equal to angle CDQ. I will say from 1. CDQ. So, from 1. Also, we have which angles perpendicular, which angles as right angles. We have this angle as a right angle. So, this angle is also right angle because CQ is perpendicular to BD. So, I will say angle CQD, or we'll go from triangle APB, so we will have angle ABP. APB is equal to angle DQC. Let's take according to the corresponding angles. This would be angle CQD. I'll say each is equal to 90 degrees. Also I have AB is equal to CD. Why? Because they are the opposite sides of parallelogram. Therefore, what can you say that the two triangles are congruent to each other? By AAS set of congruence, test of congruence. So, therefore, triangle APB is congruent to triangle CQD by AAA test of congruence. So, this is my first part. AAS test of congruence. So, this is my first part. Now, I will prove my second part. So, we need to prove that AP is equal to CQ. AP and CQ are part of my two triangles that I just proved congruent. So, I will say, let us mark this as 1. I will say triangle APB is congruent to triangle CQD. I will say from 1. Therefore, AP is equal to CQ by corresponding pair of congruent triangles. So, this is about question number 10. Thank you for watching this video. We will take a look at the other questions in the next videos. Thank you.
Hope this video increased your knowledge. For more such videos and a completely free educational content, log on to www.epathshala.org or visit our ePathshala YouTube channel. We have each and every question solved for maths, physics, chemistry and biology. So subscribe our channel, share with your friends, like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter handle for regular updates and important educational tips, and also win ePathshala goodies. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe this channel and enjoy the freedom of education.